Legend has it that in the 15th century, the much celebrated mystic and saint Drukpa Kunley shot an arrow across the Himalayas. His objective? To seek the arrow and teach the Dharma wherever it landed. Drukpa Kunley's arrow is said to have come to rest on a staircase of a house in Bhutan. Medieval Bhutan is said to have been a time of mystery and uncertainty when mountain trails and passes were haunted by flesh-devouring ghosts and demons. It was also a time of saviors and supremely empowered men like Drukpa Kunley who put their powers to the test against the forces of evil. The high mountain pass of Dochula was one such spot where one such epic battle commenced. It was from here that Drukpa Kunley, also known as the Divine Madman, baited and chased a powerful demon. Drukpa Kunley is remembered popularly for the outrageous nature of his teachings, which were administered in the most unexpected ways, often with strong sexual overtones. His use of his magic thunderbolt to teach as well as to subdue evil makes him remembered with much fondness in the Himalayas as an eccentric saint. Today, you too can retrace the steps of Drukpa Kunley on his chase of the demon from Dochula to Chimilhagang, a distance of 21 kilometers that has now been developed into an ecotourism trail. The Divine Madman Trail is a stretch of rich forests that begins in conifers before dropping dramatically into cool broadleaf, then warm broadleaf, and finally subtropical vegetation. This area is home to a huge diversity of plants, an estimated 250 species of birds, including the exotic wardstrogan, and some 20 species of mammals such as the endangered red panda. Even the Royal Bengal tiger has been sighted here. Although 21 kilometers long, the trail is broken up into several segments with the national highway crisscrossing at several points, making entry and exit to different segments convenient. The Divine Madman's Trail starts at Dochula, which is now known more for its scenic beauty and cool mountain air. The Drukwangal Temple and 108 stupas stand monument. After taking in a spectacular view of some of the highest mountains in the world, the Divine Madman Trail passes through primordial coniferous forests and drops down through temperate broadleaf vegetation towards the quaint village of Lumitzawa.
Core tourism attraction is basically this heritage trail, which was once walked by Lam Drukpa Kunley. This very trail now with YTF under the Gakidh Village. We feel this heritage trail will have a huge contribution to the livelihood of the youth living in these areas and the communities. A 21-kilometer trail starting here at 3,000 meters, Dochula, all the way down to Chimilaga at 1,400 meters.
After cutting across the Thimpu-Punaka highway, you pass picturesque rice terraces and oak groves till you arrive at a remoter village, Tahogang. It is much warmer here, and the place offers scenic retreats for a leisurely overnight camp. Alternatively, you can choose to lodge at village homestays and absorb the local farming and cultural experience. Living with the villagers and doing what they normally do gives you a chance to live the authentic Bhutanese life, to sight-do rather than sight-see. Your engagement here also doubly benefits the locals by encouraging their youth to reverse the rural to urban drift that plagues much of Bhutan. The villagers in this part of the country are attempting devotedly to prevent their houses and farm fields from being abandoned by the younger generation, who typically seek greener pastures in urban sprawls. Your presence here contributes significantly to this community's efforts to keep the kids home and so protect the area's rich cultural and natural heritage. From Tahogang, the hardier trekker may wish to plod on to Tilagang. This section of the trail undulates along the hill slope under the shade of a natural canopy of broadleaf trees. The temple at Tilagang, which houses a school of boisterous monks, is worth pausing at for a break. Moving on, you drop lower into the valley past pretty farms and across a suspension bridge, from where you straddle the course of the Tebirongchu stream till you arrive at another temple associated with Lam Drukpa Kunley. This is where the arrow he shot from Tibet is said to have landed. This is Chandana. The staircase is still preserved in the house, and stories of Drukpa Kunley are enshrined in the murals at the temple next door. If you are still up for more, the last leg of the trail should not be difficult, for it is a gradual descent along the stream and an old irrigation channel. Easy peasy. And finally, lo and behold, you arrive at Chimilhagang. It was here on this hillock that in an epic showdown, the demon of Dochula, which had turned into 100,000 dogs, was subdued, and Drukpa Kunley built a stupa on the spot. For this reason, the temple was originally called Kibum, or 100,000 dogs, Hagang, before it became known as Chimi, or No Dog Hagang. Drawn by the trail's rustic charm and authenticity, such eminence as Her Majesty the Queen Mother Geyum Tsiringpem Wangchuk and Her Royal Highness Ashi Chimiyangzam Wangchuk have blessed the trail and traversed most of its segments. Buddhists often say that the point of a pilgrimage is the journey, not the destination. The trail of the Divine Madman, too, might prove a pilgrimage, and who knows? Its sacred history and your personal journey traversing it might help rejuvenate your spirit and purge a few inner demons along the way. So do feel inspired to embark on this spiritual journey. Explore, experience, and engage with authenticity along the trail of the Divine Madman.